श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृति श्रीवासरंगपरकालमुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षणयतियुगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूत मार्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। पराशरं मुनिवरं कृतपौर्वान्नितक्रियं मैत्रेय परिपद्याभिवाद्यचक. So we noted that sage Parashara is the one who is narrating the Vishnu Puranam to sage Maitreya, his disciple, the entire Vishnu Puranam. So we saw last week up to the Varnam. The Varnashrama Dharmam is being referred to. So we talked about the Varna, the caste. There are 4 castes created by the Vishnu through Chaturmukha Brahma among human beings, which is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahmanosya mukhamasit bahurajanya kritaha uru tadasya yadvaishyaha padbyagum shudro ajayata. We saw the glories of each of these varna. We saw that there is no sides which Perumal takes among these 4. Because in a circular planet there are no sides. So Perumal is completely impartial and fair and just with all people. And especially the Brahmins were taken care by the other 3 groups because they were the ones who were teaching Vedas, who were learning Vedas, who were praying for the humanity, and who were the temple priests and who were establishing the dharma, and they were the ones who were advising the kings, the Vaishyas and the Sudras. Now the Kshatriyas were taking care of the humanity, the people, by means of ruling, by means of protecting, and the Vaishyas were doing the business, and the Shudras were working for all the other 3 groups. So they were doing their own dharma, what they were destined to do, what they were born to do, and based on that, if they do, Perumal would be pleased, and he gives, for example, the Brahmins, if they do the right karma with no attachment to the fruits, they reach the Pitralokam, the Prajapatya Lokam. The Kshatriyas, if they rule the kingdom righteously in a dharmic manner, protecting their humanity, they reach the Indra Lokam. The Vaishyas, they reach the Vayu Lokam if they do the right business in a virtuous manner, and if they do in an unfair manner, if they deal in corruption, they reach Narakam, the hell, and the Shudras, they reach Gandharva Lokam if they work well if they work sincerely, honestly, in accordance with their dharma. And there is no good or bad, there is no high or low among these groups. They are all considered equal in the eyes of God, and they were born as per their karma. And in their next birth, they would be taking birth in a different group, different category. This is with regard to the varna, which we saw last time. There is also ashrama, which is called brahmacharya ashram, grahastha ashram, vanaprastha ashram, sannyasa ashram. There are 4 kinds of ashrama. Ashrama means it is the stage in life. So the person who is born, who undergoes upanayanam, who has the thread ceremony, he becomes a bachelor, he becomes a brahmachari, and the brahmachari is eligible to learn Vedas, and we are supposed to undergo the thread ceremony, the Upanayanam, at the age of 7, and it's called Garbhashtamam. Even 5 is permissible. So, but now the brahmachari, from the age of 7, he learns from a teacher the Sakala Veda Sastrams, Vedantams, Upanishads, and then when he reaches 16, 17, he has almost learnt the Saptakantam, the Katakam, the Achidram, the Ashwamedam, and all that. So he finishes that, and he stays in the teacher's in the teacher's ashram and in the teacher's hermitage, and then the Guru Patni is the one who feeds the students. And the Guru Patni, she watches, when she feeds, of course the students perform the menial jobs for the Guru, the washing their clothes, washing their utensils, and bringing water to the Guru Patni, helping her with cutting vegetables and all that. Also learning Vedantams and everything from Guru. This is what Brahmachari does. And Brahmachari is supposed to lie down on the floor, sleep on the floor, not on the bed, and not on soft bed with aircon and with the music on, not like that. The Brahmachari is supposed to sleep like that. And Brahmachari is not supposed to concentrate on food. He should not say, today I want pasta, I'm so bored with rice, so please give me pasta and pizza, let us order. No such thing. Brahmachari just eats what Guru Patni offers. And when they finish their Veda studies, one day one of the boys would say, Guru Patni ji, today I think the food you gave has got little bit less salt. He would say, it's got little bit less salt. Or he might say that instead of ghee, I think today you gave me oil. Instead of ghee, you poured oil. So the Guru Patni will say, today, every day I am giving you only oil. Today only you found out. That means your study is over. Means you are focusing on food now. So as long as you are studying, you are not supposed to focus on the taste of food. Whatever the mother gives, whatever that the father offers, you should accept. And you should study well. And that's your objective. That's what you should be focusing on. You should not say, I want that, I want this, I should be fussy. All that is not acceptable. Then you are studying fully focused. So, they say, Naivaruttam parar, Pashinokar, Kantunjar. So, Karmame Kannainar in Tamil. So, they would not mind toiling. They would not mind straining. They would not be bothered about hunger. They would not be bothering about the sleep. They would be continuously studying, focusing. Then only they can achieve greater heights. So, Brahmachari is like that. So, once they graduate, once they come out of the Guru's ashram and they learn Vedantam, they get married and they enter into the Grahastha ashram. So, when they enter into the Grahastha ashram, they have to perform what is the Grahastha needs to perform, the householder needs to perform. Of course, both of them, both Brahmachari and Grahastha need to do Sandhya Vandanam, but in terms of the Agni, there is a difference and they need to perform Tiruvaradanam and all that. So, Grahastha ashram, so once you perform the householder duties and you also have kids and you grow old, the kids grow up, you become 50s, 60s, 70s, then the Grahastha and his wife leave the house, they give the responsibility to the children and then they go for Vanaprasthashram, means they go on a pilgrimage. They go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, Tirumala, Sholingar, Ahobilam, like that they go to Divya Desams and spend the rest of their life there. They would not be living in a condo with swimming pool and all that. So, that is not Vanaprastham. Vanaprastham is dropping all these belongings and then detached they leave to the forest or to the pilgrimage and live a simple, austere life, just like what Kuratalvan and his wife Andal did by going to Ramanujacharya. So, Vanaprasthashram. And then, of course, some people choose to become a sannyasi, renounce everything, and then they take kasayam, they become sannyasi. Some people, even from brahmacharyam, they become sannyasi. Some from grahasthashram become sannyasi. Some, they reach vanaprastham and then take up sannyasam. And it is not mandatory that you need to take sannyasam. It's not necessary. But some people, because of their vairagyam, because of their detachment to the life and their determination, they take up sannyasam, and so that they can completely contemplate on Perumal and Sriyapati Sriman Narayanan, perform japam, ityadi, and then they can attain whatever that is required to be attained. So, this one brahmachari, if he is performing the righteous manner, it is equivalent to 88,000 yagams. If you perform yagam 88,000 times, it is equivalent to a brahmachari performing his dharma in a detached, in a honest, sincere manner. And that is what is brahmacharyam. Grahasthashram, if a guy, householder, performs his duty, he attains the Pitrulokam or Prajapatya Lokam. And of course, Vanaprastham, those who are in Vanaprastham, who is leading an austere life with his spouse and leaving to the pilgrimage, completely discarding their belongings, not taking their iPad, mobile phone and everything, going to the forest, is not acceptable. So they reach Saptarishi Lokam, and then Sannyasi reaches the Brahma Lokam, and he attains the Brahman. So these four ashrams. So we are talking about Brahmacharyam, Grahasthashram, Vanaprasthashram and Sannyasashram. These four ashrams are different from the four Varnas, which is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Varna Ashrama Dharmam is clearly established in Vishnu Puranam and in Manusmriti, and there is no way that one is compared against the other. It is, each one has its own dharmic manner in which one needs to conduct their life. So this is the way one needs to behave and attain. So here that's the way the Chaturmukha Brahma brought in the four Varnas and the four Ashramis, and then he begins to create his own kids, his own children, Chaturmukha Brahma, because Chaturmukha Brahma thought, I keep creating beings on behalf of Perumal. I have been given the authority, the power to create, and now I am having more than handful. My work is too much, and hence I need somebody to share my workload. Oh no, I have so much homework. So Chaturmukha Brahma says, I want more person to help me, assist me, support me. So he has his children. They are Sanat Kumara and Sanat Sujatargal. So these four children, Sanat Kumara and the Sanakadigar, these four children, they said the moment they were born, they became jnanis. The moment they were born, they said, I am here, I have taken birth, and I am going to do penance on Perumal. I am not here to create and then do work and help you, Dad. I am here to meditate, perform dhyanam, think of Perumal, and that is anandam, that is bliss. Don't expect me to support your business. I am not going to do business. I want to enjoy, contemplate, do dhyanam, perform penance, think of Perumal. That's an absolute bliss. That is anandam. And hence these four children, sons of Chaturmukha Brahma, refused to help him. So Chaturmukha Brahma, the Brahma, four-faced Brahma, was so angry because the children disobeyed him. Even though they said the right thing, even though they want to contemplate and perform dhyanam, he was not getting benefited by the kids, and hence he was so angry, and in his anger he created another one. And the moment he created that Jivatma, that Jivatma started crying, and he said, give me a name, give me a name, and he started crying that, name me, and hence because he cried, he was called Rudra. Rudra means the one who cries, and Rudra was born, and Rudra is the one who cried, and hence he called it Rudra. Also, it is also called Rudati iti Rudra, Rodayati iti Rudra. Rodayati means the one who makes others cry. Because Rudra was the one who was given the power by Perumal to take care of the samhara, to take care of the destruction portfolio. So Chaturmukha Brahma was taking care of the creation portfolio, and hence Rudra was asked to take care of the destruction portfolio. So GOD means generator, operator, destroyer. Generator Chaturmukha Brahma, operator Narayanan, destroyer D Rudra. So the Vishnu is the one who first created Chaturmukha Brahma. Narayana is the one who created Chaturmukha Brahma from his navel, and he handed over the power to create the beings, and he gave the Vedas for him to create, the formula for him to create, and then Chaturmukha Brahma started. Now Rudra is taking care of the destruction, and Rudra, Rudra then he became there were 8 names, 8 forms of Rudra: Bhavaha, Sarvaha, Ishana, Pashupati, Bhima, Mahadeva. So Rudra, Bhava, Sarva, Ishana, Pashupati, Bhima, Mahadeva. So these names, Uvachaka Pitamaha, Chaturmukha Brahma called him with all these 8 Rudra. So actually we called Ekadasha Rudraha. So Ekadasha Aditya. So here we say there are 8 Vachastalam for these 8 Rudras, which is Surya, the sun; Jalam, the water; Mahi, Vanni, the fire; Vayu, the air; Akasham, the space; Dikshito Brahmanaha, and Somaha, the Chandra, in the moon. So Rudra place of residence are all these, and hence as these 8 Rudras got married to 8 damsels. They were Suvarchala, Usha, Sukesi, Shiva, Swaha, and Visham Dishaha, Diksha, Rohini. All these people, the women, were married to our Rudra, the 8 Rudra. So then they created Rudra Kanangal, the Rudra's army, and of course one of the Shiva's name, spouse's name was Sati, the Bharya. Shiva's wife was Sati, and this Sati is the daughter of Daksha Prajapati. Dakshan, we all know about the story of Dakshan. Daksha Prajapati had a daughter by name Sati. She was married to Shivan, and this Daksha Prajapati performed a yagam, and this yagam he invited everybody except his daughter and son-in-law, because he had some enmity with his son-in-law. He did not want to invite him. So Shiva told Sati, since we are not invited, you don't go. However, Sati, because of her love for the father, for the affection, she said, I would go. And she disobeyed her husband and went to the yagam. And there Daksha Prajapati did not welcome Sati, and he was not giving the right honors to the daughter. And so Shiva was angered by that. So, and then Shiva burnt the Sati, and he stopped the yagam, and there the story went on like that. So when Parashara Bhattar was explaining this about this Shiva's incident, the Daksha Prajapati, the Sati was also died, and then so the Sati later she came as the Himavan's daughter Parvati or Uma, and then she performed penance and she got married to Shiva. So that is Parvati. Now With all this story, when Parasara was narrating to Maitreya, Parasara also thought of another daughter, who is the daughter of Samudra Rajan, the Kshira Samudra Rajan, the Parkadal. Because Mahalakshmi came out of this Parkadal, the Milky Ocean, and she got married to Narayana. And this was another story which sage Parasara was very fond of, because it was Mahalakshmi's birth. And that he said, the Bhrigu Maharishi's daughter Mahalakshmi, she took also, and hence this churning of Milky Ocean and Mahalakshmi emerging out of this Parkadal is brought out by sage Parasara. Kshirabdav Sri Samutpanna Shruyate Amritamantane Trigogo Kyatyam Samutpannetye Tadaha Katham Bhavan. So here Swami sage Parasara explains about the Parkadal, about the Milky Ocean that was churned. And sage here Maitreya was asking the question, why did they churn the Milky Ocean? Why did Narayana help churn his own Milky Ocean? And why did Sridevi come out of this Milky Ocean? On this Parkadal, why did she come out? It was supposed, only Amritam was supposed to come. Why did she come? Was she not there before? So these were the doubts which Maitreya started having in his mind. Then Parasara starts explaining. Nityevesha Jaganmata Vishnu Sri Anapayini Devatta Yata Sarvam Gato Vishnu Tataiveyam Vijottama Arto Vishnu Riyamvani Nitiresha Nayo Harihi. And here he says Nityevesha, Mahalakshmi is eternal. She is always there. She is eternal, just like Sriman Narayana. It is not that she came out of the Milky Ocean. She is a daughter of Bhrigu Maharishi, and before that she was not there. Like Sita Pirati became the daughter of Janaka Maharaja. It's not that Sita Pirati was Mahalakshmi. Sita Pirati was not there before. She took avataram as Sita. Similarly, here Lakshmi takes the avataram in that Parkadal. So it is Nityevesha. She is eternally available. She is eternally there as Jaganmata. She is Jaganmata. She is a mother of all beings and everyone. Just like Perumal is the father. They are together as Perumal for us. So that is why he is called Sriyapati, and she is called Lakshmi. She is called Vishnu Patni, and hence they are together as our Divya Dampati. And together we need to perform our namaskaram to them. And Vishnu Sri Anapayini means for Vishnu, she never ever gets separated from Vishnu. Never. And even says, our Swami Nammalvar mentions in one of the Tamil verses, Agalagillen Irayumendra Alarmel Mangai Urai Marba. Agalagillen Irayumendra, I will never ever go separate from you. And Mahalakshmi says that, and she resides in the chest of Vishnu. So that is why when you see Lord Srinivasa, on the chest you see Mahalakshmi always. So whatever Vishnu takes the avataram, whether it is Para, Vyuha, Vibhava, Archai, Archavataram, or Antaryami, indweller in each one of our hearts, that wherever he takes, Goddess Mahalakshmi is there in each of the avatars. So God, Para is the state, Para avataram is the Sri Vaikunthanathan. Para is the state in which God exists as Paravasudeva, in transcendental form, in Paramapadam. In this state also he is not separated from Sri, because Sri is always with him. And Lakshmi is also associated with Vishnu in the Vyuha avataram also. in Kshetrabdi, in the Milky Ocean, whenever Narayana is reclining, Kshetrabdi Nathan is reclining on the Adisheshan, Mahalakshmi is also there. In the Vibhava form, whether it is Ramavataram, Krishnavataram, Varahavatam, any avataram, she is there. What about Vamanavataram? When he comes as a brahmachari boy, how can he have Mahalakshmi? She is there. Then in the brahmachari boy, on his punal, on the thread, there is one deer skin, or there is one Brahma Mudiche, there is a knot on the thread. And behind that knot, Mahalakshmi hides herself behind that knot, so that nobody will see her, and brahmachari should not be showing his spouse from the heart. So even in Vamanavataram, he is there. So Vishnu Purana points out that in whatever form God incarnates himself in the universe, Goddess Lakshmi takes her birth to be with him along appropriate to the role played by him. So it is mentioned even in our Archa form, in Archavataram, Lakshmi is ever present in the chest of Vishnu. So here Jaganmata Vishnu Sri Anapayini, our Acharyas, Yamunacharya also mentions that Mahalakshmi is there in every form. He is there in wherever God manifests in this universe, because Sriman Narayana is there everywhere, inside and outside of everything and everyone, and Mahalakshmi is also there along with him in everything, in everyone, inside and outside. So the Pancharatra mentions there are 6 meanings for Sri. So Sri is the one who listens to our prayer. Perumal would not listen. Perumal is a person who punishes, because we have been committing so many papams. We have been going against the Shastras since so many births. From time immemorial we have been committing sins. So Perumal is very angry because we are not following what he says. Obviously, your father will get angry if you are not going to school and you are not studying. So naturally our big father Perumal is very angry on us, especially on Madhavakannan. He is extremely angry because he is committing so many sins and papas. So if I go to him straight away in the temple and say, please save me, he will be wild and he will be having fiery eyes. On which face you are here? Go away, get out of my sight, he would say. So what I should do? I should go to Mahalakshmi first, because Mahalakshmi does not know what is punishment. She is not like our mother whom we have, because our mother will beat us, scold us, whereas this Mahalakshmi would not do anything like that. She is so compassionate, she is most merciful. She would say, do not worry baby, I will take care of you. I would go when he is in a good mood, I will talk about you, Madhavakannan, so do not worry. So Sri is the one who listens to my pathetic prayer, seeking help from her, and she is the one who causes Perumal to listen to her words spoken in favor of Madhavakannan. And based on that, Perumal will have to accept, because she is speaking and she is quoting the Shastras. She says, who has not made mistake in this world? Who has not erred? Because of his karma, he did all that. So please save him. You are supposed to forgive also if he comes and pays his pranamams to you, if he comes and surrenders to you. Is it not? So you should help. So the root Sri, Yasar, Sri, the root Sri means to cause expansion, to the one who promotes good in the universe. So the Sriyate means she is always sought by individual. She herself approaches Perumal on behalf of the individual for their protection. So Sriyate, and she becomes the mediatrix, she becomes the recommendation for us, and hence she is the one who always helps us. and hence she is the one who always helps us. She is the one who protects us. So both of them always save us. We cannot go to him alone. We have to go after going to our mother, and with the mother's help we should approach the Lord. And that is why she is always with him in all aspects, all respects. So more on the churning of Milky Ocean and how she came out, how she got married to Perumal, all that beautiful description of Mahalakshmi and Mahalakshmi's wedding we would enjoy next week. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.